The screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You people don't know APMC. If you don't know APMC, what to do tomorrow? You learn what you read income. What is APMC?
No, ma'am.
You want the APMC?
APMC, ma'am.
Baba.
It's an agricultural committee.
Agriculture Produce Market Committee. It is formed by the government, state government.
To reduce the exploitation of intermediaries.
Farm Bill.
Yes. I know only this much, ma'am.
Okay, address don't know means don't know. You read income.
Product manufacturing.
Tomorrow I have class, no? You read income tomorrow. What is APMC? What is responsibilities? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow's class. Rule 6DD. Rule 6DD. The points I told you to remember.
Farmer authorized
payment to farmer.
Loan.
Making a payment to a RBI. And next exchange.
Authorized dealer.
Money exchanger. Okay.
Money exchanger.
Otherwise, it's going to be 35,000. And a person is temporarily posted for how many days?
15 days.
Days or more. Where? Place of duty or in a ship. And it does not have a bank account. This one also can pay by cash. Clear? 40A7 is with respect to gratuity. 40A9 is with respect to unrecognized welfare fees. Continue.
With regards to unrecognized welfare funds, is there any example specific?
Dude, not audible.
With regard to unrecognized welfare funds, is there any specific examples that you can give?
Unrecognized welfare fund. There's so many. What is unrecognized welfare fund? These are the welfare funds which are not being recognized by the income tax department. If it is maintained by the private parties, Infosys has their own unrecognized welfare fund, has their own welfare fund, and then Wipro has its own welfare fund. What happens with respect to government and with the welfare fund, it is maintaining by government means they pay a lower interest rate. If it is maintained by the private parties means they'll pay a higher interest rate, though many are for the higher interest rate.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, Vishnu Kant, no. Today morning, you have changed your name as Vishnu.
No, it used to be my name like M31. I need to edit every time while I log in. So rather than wasting time on the name,
Okay. Certain expenses allowed only on the payment basis. Section 43, Section 40, all A, there they have mentioned that only on actual payment basis. I told you to remember this section, only on payment basis, this section.
Ma'am, voice is breaking, ma'am.
Ma'am, voice is not clear.
Yes, ma'am.
How come, man? I changed it like this one also. Okay. I will increase the... Now? Okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Certain expenses are allowed on the payment basis only. That's going to be section 43B. The following expenses are allowed only upon the making a payment basis within the due date prescribed under section 139 subsection 1. What does section 139 subsection 1 deals with?
Time limit for the
Filing of returns.
Due date for filing return of income. Okay. If you file before filing return of income, if you make any payment, then only you can claim it as a deduction. Bullet number 1. Any tax, duty, cess or fees under any law, employer contribution to RPF, bonus or commission to employees, interest on loan taken from public financial institutions or a state financial institutions or a state industrial investment corporation or scheduled bank, payment of earned leave to employees. If the payment is made after the due date, deduction will be allowed in the year of actual payment. Listen to this. Bonus declared, meaning the board of directors have taken a decision to declare the bonus for PY 2021. Before filing return of income 31st in 2021, if I make a payment, okay. But what did I do? I made a payment on 12th of November 2021. This is belonging to which PY? This is belonging to PY 21.
122.
But this belonging to PY 2021, but the payment is made on 21-22. I can claim a reduction in which year? 2020
21,
or 21-22?
21, 22.
In the year of actual payment, it's going to be 21 and 22. What this says, the certain expenses are allowed only on the payment basis. Important is, remember, bonus. Bonus is allowed only on the payment basis. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Voice is clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Fine, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, Baba. Next. Deemed profit. Even though it is not an actual profit, the sum of the income what you receive treated as a deemed profit. Which is section 41. We have already read section 41 subsection 2. What is this? What subsection 2? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Audible?
Audible, ma'am.
I mean, between your voice is breaking, ma'am.
In between it's breaking.
Ma'am, 41-2 is balancing charge, ma'am.
41-2 is balancing charge. But how come when I had so it was proper earlier class? Okay. 41 subsection 2, it's in balancing charge. This balancing charge is also treated as dash. This is also treated as a deemed profit. The formula for balancing charge. Balancing charge is nothing but profit. What is the formula? Sale value minus WDV.
Or original cost or sales value. Whichever is
Sale
lower.
value or original cost, whichever is lower, that will be subtracted by which one?
WDV.
Clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Section 41 subsection 2. Before that, we will read section 41 subsection 1. Expenses or losses or trading liability recovered during the previous year, which was earlier allowed as a deduction, shall be taxable in the year of such receipt. So this rule will be applicable even if it is business is in existence or not. Exenco, a partnership firm, as a trade creditors amounting to rupees, how much? 10 lakhs in PY 1920. The amounting to 6 lakhs was written off. Creditors means we are supposed to pay or we are supposed to receive. 6 lakhs was written off.
Screen is not visible.
Screen, you're not screen, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry,
Screen
Bob,
is
I'm
not.
not share. One second, I'll not share the screen. Now the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In the PY 2019-20, you're supposed to pay 10 lakh rupees. Okay. And 6 lakh was written off. You paid only 2 lakh. Don't you think so? This liability of 6 lakh will become a benefit to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
It becomes a benefit to me. Once it becomes a benefit to me, can I treat it as an income? That income will become an income. If it is a loan, it wouldn't have happened. Why? Because loan is not with respect to business. The loan is not in recurring in nature. When it's not a recurring nature, it cannot be written off. Clear? It wasn't 10 lakh rupees, which was going to be liability, but I paid only 4 lakhs. What is the benefit I'm receiving? The benefit I'm receiving 6 lakh. This 6 lakh will become my deemed profit under section 41, subsection 1.
Ma'am, it's still breaking, ma'am.
I'm not able to hear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Breaking a lot, ma'am.
It's not clear, ma'am.
How come, man?
No, ma'am. When you are using a simple screen, it's okay, ma'am. But if you are taking all the aspect video, breaking, ma'am.
We don't understand.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, I don't share the screen, okay? Just I'll speak, you people are going to listen, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Stop share. Section 41, subsection 2. Section 41, subsection 2 deals with the balancing charge on the assets of an undertaking engaged in generation and distribution of power. That is going to be SLM method. If you are using the SLM method, then only the concept of section 41, subsection 2 and section 32, subsection 1, clause 3 arises. Hope you remember this. Still the voice is breaking?
Yeah, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, man. 1 second, wait. Give me 2 minutes and fix it up. Is it audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Now
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
audible,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
okay. I'll read
Yes,
some.
ma'am.
Where any capital asset used in scientific research is sold, the deemed profit is going to be profit on sale or deduction claimed under section 35, whichever is lower. Okay, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Section 41, 1 is done. Section 41, subsection 2 is nothing but a balancing chart. Section 41, subsection 3. Which screen you're seeing? You're able to see now.
Section 41, subsection 3, ma'am. Yes,
You're able to see the same screen, no?
Yes, ma'am.
41.3. Where any capital asset used in scientific research is sold. Remember that scientific research we have done in PN
3580.
in the P&L account. What happens in the P&L account? Section 35,
1.
1, clause,
plus 1.
capital expenditure. Just yesterday. Today morning or yesterday?
4, ma'am.
35.
By subsection 1, clause 4. Capital expenditure except on land can be claimed as deduction. Whole 100% is claimed as a deduction. When this is sold, what happens? What reason they'll give you deduction of the capital expenditure and all for the purpose of improvement in the research and technology in India? Yes or no? Scientific research. Whatever they claim, that building only itself is sold. So what to do? When you sell it, the income what you receive, it's still be treated as an.
It's breaking again.
Ma'am, we are not able to hear.
Your
Ma'am,
voice is breaking again, ma'am.
Ma'am, starting okay, ma'am. After you start explaining, there is a lot of breaking, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's like
Yes, ma'am, not able to hear.
Okay. Let's start now. Section 41, subsection 3. They've given you a building for the purpose of scientific research. Under section 35, subsection 1, clause 4. we claimed it as a deduction. The value of the building is going to be 50 lakhs.
அம்மா அதன் தம்பி மட்டும் புரியல.
When the 50 lakhs is claimed as a deduction, don't you think so my net profits will again come down by 50 lakhs? Audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Respond. So my net profits comes down by 50 lakhs. So the government has given me this deduction of 50 lakhs for the purpose of improvement in the science and research in India. What happens now? I sold this. When I make a sale, don't you think so I misuse this provision? So what Act says, when you claimed a whole deduction in section 35, that's going to be 100%. When you make a sale of the same asset, what is this? It is going to be treated as a deemed profit. You're supposed to make a payment of tax on the sale of the building or in any capital asset which you have acquired under section 35 and your claimed reduction with respect to the sale. Now the same building of 50 lakhs, I sold it for 62 lakhs. The 62 lakhs is treated as a deemed profit. When it is in profit, it comes under the P&L account credit side. 62 lakhs. Which section? Section 41, subsection 3. Able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, next one. Section 41, subsection 4. I've sold a goods worth rupees 2 lakhs to Niyantan. Niyantan didn't turn up only. 2 lakh rupees is going to be lost for me. Niyantan was
Yes, ma'am.
a sundry debtor to me. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
2 lakh I claimed it as a deduction under specific deduction. Section 36, bad debts. Remember that section?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Section 36, which clause? Section 36, subsection 1, clause
7.
7. What happened in this case? 2 lakhs he didn't pay. So he's my sundry debtor. So I've written up in my books of accounts, right? 2 bad debts, 2 lakh. All of a sudden, after 1 year, he came back and he paid my whole amount of 2 lakhs. So what happens? This is treated as an income. Bad debts recovered. Which section? It's going to be section 41, subsection 4. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Section
Yes, ma'am.
41, subsection 5. Dhanush, read Baba. 41, subsection 5.
Where any business or profession is discontinued due to retirement or death of the person carrying on such business or profession, and it has an income referred under section 41(1), 2, 3, 4. The loss suffered other than speculation loss in the year of discount of business shall be set off against deemed income.
Where is the discount, man? Where is the
Discontinuous. Sorry.
where any business or profession is discontinued due to the retirement or death of a person carrying on such business or profession, and it has an income earned under section 41, subsection 1, 2, 3, 4, then the loss suffered, other than speculation loss, in the year of discontinuance of business shall be set off against which income? Shall be set off against the deemed. X & Co., a partnership firm, as a business loss in PY 1819, 4 lakhs. PY 9020, 8 lakhs. It has recovered a bad debts of how much? 15 lakhs. Bad debts is also comes under the business income. Solution.
Yes.
What is it? Bad debts recovered is 15 lakhs in PY 1920. It's considered as a deemed profit under which section? 41,
41,
subsection.
subsection 4.
Hence a business loss of how much? 4 lakh rupees. Sorry, hence a business loss of rupees 8 lakhs. pertaining to which year? 1920. In the year of PY 1920 can be set off against such income. Hence, business income for PY 1920 will be how much? 15 lakhs, which is going to be an income. What is the loss? Loss is going to be 8 lakh, which is equal to a business income is going to be 7 lakhs. Clear? What I'm telling you, even the deemed profit, under the deemed profit also, which is covered under section 41, still you can claim an business loss. This point has been conveyed in this question. You people should respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it's audible, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Slightly there is.
Slightly what?
Hello?
Hello?
It's breaking, ma'am.
Good point.
Ma'am.
Mute. There's a separate chapter called taxation of firms. Nothing but taxation of partnership firm. The same will be covered under section 40B. This is also in the PGBB. So I'll cover that chapter and the section 40B simultaneously. Okay? Audible? Hope it's clear now.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There are two things. Partnership as such. Next is going to be partnership firm as AOP. If any firm satisfies the conditions, which are given under section 184, it will become a partnership firm as such if it satisfies condition. If you don't satisfy the condition, it will be taxed as a partnership firm as AOP. What are the conditions to be satisfied for this purpose? Condition number 1, there should be a certified copy of partnership deed. And this deed should be in writing and it should be filed while filing the first year return of income. Second one, in the deed, individual shares of a partner, the shares of a partners should be mentioned. Clear? Point to be noted. If you satisfy the condition mentioned in section 184, there should be a partnership deed and the partnership deed should be in writing, and while filing the first year return of income, you should have filed that partnership deed. And in that partnership deed, the shares of partners are mentioned. Then it is treated as partnership firm as such. If it doesn't satisfy all the condition, it will be treated as a partnership firm as AOP. Clear? Next one. Tell yes or no. Tell something.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next. What is the benefit if it is treated as partnership firm as such? You will get a deduction towards the interest and salary, which is mentioned under section 40B. What is this? First one. What is our deduction with respect to interest? Interest is allowed as per the deed or 12%, whichever is lower. The remuneration to partners will be computed based on the table which are given under section 40B or actual, whichever is going to be less. If you treat it as a partnership firm as AOP, then 40 BA is applicable. What happens? 40 BA is applicable. If it's applicable, no deduction is allowed towards interest, towards salary, or any payment made to partners. Sorry. Now it is an P&L account of the firm, partnership firm. Partnership firm as such, PEFES. To interest, I can claim it as a deduction. After to interest, to remuneration paid can also be claimed as a deduction. When I claim these two expenses, what happens to my net profit? Net profit comes down. When I don't satisfy the conditions which are mentioned under section 184, what happens? I will be treated as a partnership firm as AOP. When I treat as partnership as AOP, to interest deduction not allowed. To remuneration to partners not allowed. What happens to my net profits? Obviously, my net profit increases, I end up paying more tax. This is the difference. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Active students, where are you? Come back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hope it is clear. Now we'll go back. Who is that mute? Payment made to partners. Which section? The section is going to be 40 subsection B. Done? Before this, write an example, write in your notebook, taxation of partnership firm.
Okay.
Write in your notebook, taxation of partnership firm. Another point number 1. If the following conditions mentioned under section 184, if the following conditions mentioned under section 184 are satisfied, then firm is treated as.
Ma'am, can you repeat it?
If the following conditions mentioned in the section 184 is satisfied, are satisfied, then firm is treated as. PEFES. Partnership firm as such. Otherwise, it is treated as partnership firm AOP. Partnership firm AOP. Point number 1. The partnership deed should be in writing. Point number 2. Certified true copy of partnership deed. Certified true copy of partnership deed has to be filed. Has to be filed along with the first year of. Along with the first year of return of income. Along with the first year of return of income, or every subsequent year, or every subsequent year of changes in terms of deed. In terms of deed. Point number 3.
Ma'am, Ria is calling you, ma'am.
Point number 3.
Hello.
Don't interrupt in between. Don't interrupt in between. Someone is going to share the notes later on.
Yes.
Next one. Point number 3. Individual shares of partners. Individual shares of partners are specified in partnership deed. Full stop. Next line. For PFAS, comma, Section 40B is applicable. Section 40B is applicable. Next line. Section 40B gives a deduction towards interest and salary paid to partners. Interest and salary paid to partners. Comma. The share of profit is also exempt in the hands of partner. In the hands of partner under section 10(2)(a). Look at the board under section 10(2)(a). Next line. If all the conditions of section 184,
Ma'am?
if all the conditions of section 184 are not satisfied, then it is treated as.
Ma'am, can't hear, ma'am.
Others, it's not audible.
Audible, ma'am. Audible, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. It is treated as PFAOP. It is treated as PFAOP. Full stop. Next line. Section 40 BA. Section 40 BA is applicable for PFAOP. Next line. For section 40 BA.
Sorry, ma'am.
As per section 40 BA. As per section 40 BA. No deduction is allowed. No deduction is allowed towards interest, salary paid to partners of PFAOP. Next line. Further, share of profit received by a partner of PFAOP is also not exempt under section 10(2)(a). Look at the board, 10(2)(a). Clear?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Can anybody explain what is the provision? Fast.
Shall I?
Baba, M31, what's your name, man?
Same Vishnukant, sir.
Sorry?
Vishnukant.
Vishnukant. Okay.
Yes. So, as per section 184, if the
There are some conditions which are mentioned in section 184. If you fulfill condition, it is treated as a partnership firm as such. If you don't fulfill all the condition, it is treated as a partnership firm as AOP. So what happens if you treat it as a partnership firm as such? Section 40B applies. What does section 40B tells you? Section 40B specifies that I will give a deduction with respect to interest and salary paid to partners, and I also exempt the share of a partners from the partnership firm under section 10(2)(a). If it is not satisfying any of the conditions, then it is treated as a partnership firm as AOP. What happens if PFAOP? Then section 40BA applies. What does section 40B tells us? 40B specifies that I don't give a deduction with respect to interest and salary paid to your partners. Also, the share of a partners in the partnership firm is also not exempt. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What is meant by partnership firm as OP means?
AOP, Association
Okay,
of Persons.
Okay.
So what happens in association of persons? Once I can explain to you here only. We've already done this. When the co-owner share is not definite and certain, house property income will be taxed as an tax in the hands of AOP.
Double taxation.
Double taxation. Same concepts apply over here also. It's not double taxation. I don't give a deduction over here. If you don't give a deduction, obviously I'll pay more on this profit. So when net profit again transferred to partners, Again, in the hands of a partner, the same thing is going to be taxed.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear with the point?
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, take a break, not more than that 2 minutes. Actually, I want a break. Good evening. Come back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You people didn't go anywhere.
No, ma'am.
ಯಾರ್ man ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಶ್ರೀ payments made to partners section 40B. Actually, my husband is making fun of me that you are from commerce background, so you're technically weak. Dude, this is not my problem, no. This is an internet problem. Then yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Payments made to partners with section 40B. The conditions described in section 40B to claim deduction with respect to payments made to partners in case of a partnership firm, which is accessible as such. Partnership firm, full word. Partnership firm, which is accessible as such. PFEAS. Interest to a partner by a firm is not deductible unless the following conditions are fulfilled. Condition number 1. There should be an authorized partnership deed. It should not exceed. What should not exceed? Interest should not exceed what percentage? 12% per annum. Simple rate or compound rate of interest? Simple. Section 40P is not applicable if the partner is acting in this representative capacity, meaning the partner should be only to a working partner. Next one. Any amount paid by the firm in the form of a salary, bonus, commission, remuneration by or to a partner is not deductible in computation of an income of a firm unless the following conditions are fulfilled. First, there should be an authorized by partnership deed, meaning in the partnership deed, they should mention that to this partner, such and such amount of a salary is payable. Okay, then only, even though there's a partnership deed, but it doesn't mention anything with respect to interest and salary, then a partnership firm cannot claim it as a deduction. That's why it should be authorized by a partnership deed. Next one. It should be within the prescribed limit mentioned under section 40B5. This table is very important.
Yes.
On first, there should be a book profit. There isn't book profit. The book profit is nothing but your net profit. Since we people are in CS, it is an MCQ. How to compute book profit? They're not going to ask for the examination. Okay. They'll give you a book profit. Based on the book profit, you're supposed to arrive at a remuneration figure. This remuneration will be compared with the actual remuneration. Whichever is lower can be claimed as a deduction. Ready? First one. On the first rupees 3 lakh of book profit, or in the case of a loss, either rupees 1,50,000 or 90% of the book profit, whichever is higher. Balance book profit, on the balance of the book profit, it's going to be 60% of such profits. The amount allowed as deduction is the amount authorized by the partnership deed or amount computed as per 40B5. 40B5 is with respect to this table, whichever is higher or lower, whichever is going to be lower.
Lower.
What you people will be doing? You should write this. Remuneration as per 40B5 and copy this table. Okay, let's repeat the provision. On the book profit, if it's a loss, when it is a loss, even in the case of a loss also, you're supposed to pay remuneration. How much is the remuneration? 1,50,000. If you don't have a loss, you have a profit. on the first 3 lakh. Assume it is in 12 lakhs. Okay, 12 lakh is the book profit. First 3 lakh means how much? 3 lakh into what percentage? 90%. 3 nines are 27. 2,70,000. In 12 lakhs, how much you're going to reduce? 3 lakh. What is remaining? 12 minus 3.
9.
9, ma'am.
On 9 lakh, balance of the book profit, what is this percentage?
60%.
60% means how much? It is going to be 5,40,000.
5,40,000.
5,40,000 plus 2,70,000. How much?
8 lakh.
8,10,000.
It's going to be 8,10,000. So remuneration as per 40B5 is 8,10,000. Actual remuneration paid is going to be 20,000 per month for 3 partners. 3 partners, 20,000 into 12.
7,20,000.
7,20,000. Partnership firm, whichever is lower, I can claim it as deduction. Whichever is lower is how much?
7,20,000.
I can claim it as deduction of 7,20,000.
From where you got the 20,000?
That's is assumed figure, man.
Okay.
Then how will I get this 12 lakh? Why you didn't ask me this? Clear?
Yeah.
We'll see one question with respect to this.
Actually, we have to take whichever is lower over here, ma'am.
Whichever is lower, Baba.
That provision is not given there.
Partnership firm has paid how much? 12,50,000 as remuneration to its partners for PY 1920. What is the actual remuneration figure?
12,50,000.
12,50,000.
Actual remuneration figure is going to be 12,50,000 in accordance with the partnership deed, and it has a book profit of how much?
15 lakhs.
15 lakhs.
Okay, what act says on the first 3 lakh, take a calci, type 3 lakh into 90%. How much?
2 lakhs.
2,70,000.
3 nines are 27, 2,70,000. On the first 3 lakh into 90%, 2,70,000. Clear? Now minus 15 minus 3 lakhs is already gone over here. Reduce 15 minus 3. What is remaining?
12 lakh.
12
lakh.
lakh into what percentage? 60%. 12 6 are 72. 7 lakh 20. Total how much? 9 lakh
90,000.
The amount of remuneration allowed as deduction is the amount authorized by partnership deed or an amount computed as per 40 BY, whichever is BV, whichever is lower. Actual 12 lakh 50, remuneration is 40, BV is 9 lakh 90, whichever is lower is
9 lakh
90.
How much is going to be disallowed? 12 lakh 50
Minus
90. 2 lakh 60
2
is
lakh
going to be
60.
disallowed. Please remember, the question may be what is the amount disallowed or what is the remuneration allowed. When the question is what is the remuneration allowed, you're supposed to tick this. What is the disallowed figure? You're supposed to tick this. As in A, they'll give you 9 lakh 90. As in B option, it's going to be 2 lakh 60. As in C option, they're going to give you actual 12 lakh 50. As in D option, they're going to give you 15 lakhs. If they're asking you what is the disallowed amount, what we are going to tick? 2 lakh 70.
2 lakh 60.
2 lakh 60. Reading the question is very important in the examination. Many a times I'll give you an example. They'll ask you what is taxable HRA, or they may ask you what is an exempted HRA. Exempted HRA means we have the three conditions now. In the three condition, least is going to be selected. For that, we'll put a tick mark now. That is going to be exempted HRA. And taxable HRA is actual minus least of the following under section 1013A subtracted. What you're going to get, it isn't taxable HRA. Read the question properly. That's why it's very difficult to secure more marks in MCQs when compared to a descriptive. We people end up answering the wrong question by reading the question wrongly. Arthaita? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Correct. Continue.
Actually, why we are subtracting 9 lakh from 12,50,000, ma'am?
Listen to this. In the P&L accounts, they would have subtracted actual. What is the actual figure? 12 lakh.
1,50,000.
But when we prepare in P&L, which is as per the Income Tax Act, what is the amount it's going to be allowed?
9,90,000.
To as per section 40B, 9,90,000. So which we should abide by Income Tax Act. What is the extra they have allowed? Subtract this. What is the extra figure?
1,60,000.
This amount is going to be disallowed. Understood the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Niyantan,
Yes, ma'am.
got it, man?
Yes, ma'am.
You should respond.
Yes, ma'am. I responded, ma'am.
I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Copy it fast. Bega. I have an exam tomorrow. I have to study.
I'm here. It should be 60% into 9,50,000, no, ma'am.
Which one, Baba? Why 9,50,000? Here it is 15 lakhs.
Oh,
Book profit is 15
sorry.
lakhs. Don't get confused. This is actual.
Okay.
Ma'am, is there a specific meaning for book profit?
Profit. You want to see how the format is? First, to copy this, I'll show you the format. Able to see this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ravan Jain, a partnership firm, consists of two partners. One second. Consists of two partners. Reports a net profit of 7 lakh before deduction of the following. It's in before deduction of the following. Salary of 20,000 each per month payable to two working partners, which has been authorized by the partnership deed. Depreciation under section 32, they have computed how much? 1,50,000. Interest on capital at 15% per annum. The amount of capital eligible for interest is 5 lakh. Interest is 15%. How much as per in 40B you're supposed to give? 12%. This is the profit figure they're giving. I should give effect to these two. Hope this question is clear. One is actual salary 20,000. One is with respect to depreciation. One is this with respect to interest.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, net profit before deduction of depreciation and salary and interest. Given the question, 7 lakh. Depreciation should be computed. They have given in the bracket computed, meaning I'm going to claim the same thing. How much? 1,50,000. Out of 5 lakh of the capital, I'm supposed to give 12%. 12 5s are 60. The 60,000 is the interest figure. When I subtract these two, what I'm going to get, it is called as a book profit. in this book profit, why this book profit is important to arrive at an remuneration, which is under section 40B. Clear? How to compute book profit. Idella for CS 1 mark and all, they'll not ask this. They directly give you book profit and they're going to tell you to arrive at a remuneration. Since someone had asked, someone had a doubt with respect to format, I have shown this. Who is that? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have any other class? We'll wind up the class now.
No classes.
No, ma'am. No classes, ma'am.
No
Is this a
classes.
fixed format?
Sorry?
Is this a fixed format or this will be adjusted or increased, decreased depreciation
There's no
interest?
fixed- No, there's no fixed format. Actually, what it is from the net profit, you are supposed to give a deduction to all other expenses except the remuneration.
Okay. Thank you.
Except remuneration, what do you give? All the adjustments, with effect to adjustments, you will arrive at a book profit.
Okay. So after book profit calculation only, we need to share only the profit.
See, book profit is how much? 4,90,000. On this 4,90,000, you're supposed to arrive at a remuneration. Able to see the screen? On first,
Yes, ma'am.
3 lakh into 90, 2,70,000. 4,90,000 is the book profit. 4,90,000 minus 3 lakh into 60%, 1,14,000. So 3,84,000. 3,84,000 is as per section 40B5. But what is the actual remuneration? Actual remuneration we have seen now, some 20,000 rupees per month. 20,000 each. Raman Jain, a partnership firm having 2 partners. 20,000 into 12 into 2. How much? Not audible, man. Not audible. 20,000 into 2 into 12. 4,80,000.
4,80,000.
Or 3,84,000, whichever is lower. 3,84,000 can be claimed as a deduction.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye. See you in tomorrow's class. Good night.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the best
Thank
for
you,
your
ma'am.
exam, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.